Don't do the sub for sub, because you're gonna get a lot of subscribers that will either subscribe to you and then unsubscribe once you subscribe to them, or you'll just get people who don't engage in your content. They never watch your videos, they never look. Like, half my subscribers don't watch my stuff because I used to do sub for sub way back in the day, and it's annoying. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about 10 things I wish I knew prior to starting a YouTube channel. So this is going to be from the perspective of a smaller channel, obviously. I'm just sharing my tips if you're considering starting a YouTube channel in the year 2021. I absolutely think you should, especially if you have extra time on your hands. Having a YouTube channel is a lot of fun, and it is what you make of it. So your real life friends might not always be your biggest supporters on your YouTube channel, and I wouldn't take that personally. Sometimes your biggest supporters are going to be subscribers that you've never met in real life before, which is a beautiful thing in itself, but it's hard. I think when I first started my channel, like a really long time ago, I took that a little personally when I feel like none of my friends were really watching it when I was posting it on social media. When it comes to posting your videos on social media, there's a lighting change, sorry, there was clouds. It's important to just throw it out there, like just put it up, and whoever sees it, sees it. Don't stress about the type of engagement you're getting with Instagram, with Snapchat, with your personal Twitter, or whatever platform it is that you're sharing it on, because yeah, sometimes real life friends aren't going to be as engaged to it, or they'll still support you, but more in like, oh hey, like your videos are cool, like that's great, but the likes and the shares or the retweets don't always align with what they're saying, which is fine. No one's obligated to support your channel, show love in any way. Some of my biggest supporters are people that I've never met on this channel. I have a bunch of channel members and I've never met them, so it's just a really beautiful thing to have support coming from someone you've never met in real life. Also, even like old coworkers will retweet my tweets with my channel links and stuff, and I really appreciate that. So again, your support from your channel will come in a variety of different ways, so it's important not to just focus on your friends or your family. Like my family, none of them support my channel or like give it any likes except for my immediate family here, but anyone overseas, like they say they watch my videos, but like they're not really watching. Number 2, think wisely before coming up with your channel name. So a common trend now is to just use your real name, which is fine. I mean, there's pros and cons to either one. Just make it something that you're not going to be embarrassed to say later. Like with me, BunnyJanie was a nickname, and I liked it at the time because I really love bunnies, and I still really love rabbits, and I really love animals, but and it's helped with the branding, but there came to a point where I didn't like it anymore, and it was too late to change it because you're only given a certain number of changes for your URL. So once you have your channel name, yeah, you can change it, but like your official URL is going to be something. After you have your chances of testing it out or changing it, they don't give you that option anymore, at least with me, but it could be because my channel is super duper old. Like I made this channel 10 years ago, so I might have different restrictions. I definitely recommend thinking carefully. Do you want your channel name to be like your first and last name? Do you want something cute, something catchy? And whatever it is, whatever you have, look on other social media platforms to see if that name's already been taken, and if it's not, make those accounts. Even if it's Twitter and you never use Twitter or you don't like Instagram, just make it anyway so that no one else can take it from you. Next tip is an important one. Reviews get views. The easiest way of getting views on your channel is by making reviews. Reviews on what? I don't know. It depends on your niche. So if you do beauty videos, make beauty reviews. If you do hair care videos, make reviews for specific products, specific shampoos. Hold up a product and say, today I'm going to review this product. That's going to get you views because there's going to be people searching for that product. So that was the easiest way for me to accumulate views on this channel. Some of my best watched, most watched videos are skincare reviews, hair care reviews, whatever it is. So reviews get views. That's the easiest way. A review will get more views than a vlog, because if you're a small channel and you're starting out, people aren't going to be super invested in your personal life right off the bat, unless you're like, your occupation is interesting, like you're a nurse, or like it used to be back in the day, if you were British, like you would get instant people, you would get like instant subscribers on your channel just because that was a niche that was very popular. But I would say definitely sprinkle a couple of reviews on your channel, see how they go. Sometimes they'll get views right away, sometimes it accumulates later. Like if someone's going to Target and they want to know how this shampoo performs, or it just launched and they want to know, oh, is it any good, are the ingredients any good, or whatever, they'll look on YouTube, and if your video is there, it's gonna rank. It's gonna be able to accumulate views in that regard. All right, next one, lighting is key. Whether you use artificial lighting or sun, that's gonna really help your videos regardless of what equipment you're using to film. Right now I have a camera, but I used to film on like a tiny little point and shoot back when HD cameras weren't even a thing. That's how long I've been doing this. But lighting is going to be what helps it out. So even if you don't have like a super high quality video camera or a camcorder, an DSLR, whatever it is you're using, lighting will always help it. So you have to figure out whether you like the look of natural lighting, which I definitely like more than artificial lighting, but I do have some lamps on the side of me. That's up to you. You can get really cheap lighting kits on Amazon. You can just switch out the light bulbs if they're not bright enough when they arrive, which is what I had to do. And I just think it's better that way. I think having a lot of sun or whatever lighting source it is just really helps make the quality look better. Today is a gloomy day, so that you do run the risk of like using natural lighting and having weather that doesn't align well with what you want to film. So today I wanted to film a bunch of videos, but it's a little overcast, it's a little cloudy. So that's something to keep in mind. There's pros and cons to both, but whatever it is, make sure you're not filming in a dark room because that'll make your footage look much more grainy. My next one is filming earlier. This is just a personal preference, especially because I use natural lighting. Filming earlier just helps you, first of all, get it over with. Like you're done, you're over it. Then you have the rest of your day to do whatever you want, especially if you're working another job or if you're doing school later. On weekends I always wake up early because that's just what works best for me. I know it's hard if you're not an early bird, but I definitely feel like there's good perks to just waking up early, getting it done, having that fresh sunlight. Of course, if you do it in the mid-afternoon when the sun is at its highest point, that could be good too. But I find I deal with less external interference when I do it early in the morning versus now where it's already like 2 o'clock and there's people honking and like airplanes flying and all that stuff. But that depends on where you're living. Stopping comparisons. Comparing yourself to other people, whether it's your friends, whether it's people that you started off around the same time, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't bother. I think you just need to stick to your lane, focus on what you're doing, because ultimately it doesn't, like, that comparison is just going to make you miserable on the inside, and then you're just stuck with like feeling bad about yourself and not necessarily being able to do anything to change it. Some people just take off at different times. Some people just, they're in a niche that works. Whether it's like commentary videos are very popular right now. I wouldn't take it personally. Or if people unfollow you once they've gotten bigger. That's happened to me so many times. I think I talked about this during Vlogmas, where I became a YouTube friends with someone, and then the second their channel got to like, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000, they stopped talking to me completely. Don't take it personally. Just keep it moving. Focus on what you're doing, because that's really all that matters. Sometimes views are better than subscribers. So if you're starting off, you're gonna need to reach 2 milestones in order to get monetized at this point. Things have changed. It used to be different back in the day. You're gonna need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. In that case, views are more important than subscribers because you're not getting paid by the number of subscribers. That's not helping you reach the threshold that you need in order to start getting monetized. So I would say don't focus too much on subscribers. Don't do the sub for sub, because you're gonna get a lot of subscribers that will either subscribe to you and then unsubscribe once you subscribe to them, or you'll just get people who don't engage in your content. They never watch your videos. They never look. Like half my subscribers don't watch my stuff because I used to do sub for sub way back in the day, and it's annoying. I know people are gonna hit you up anyway and be like, hey, sub for sub, sub for sub. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't bother. 9 times out of 10, it's not genuine. They're just looking at you as a number. They're like, oh yeah, let's support each other, blah, blah, and then it never happens. So I wouldn't do sub for sub. I would focus on the views. That's the most important. Obviously, you're trying to cultivate a relationship with the subscribers that you have. So I'm not trying to say they're not important, but I'm trying to say don't focus so much on the number of subscribers. Focus on the views that you're getting, because that's ultimately what's going to pay off in the end. Quite literally, you're going to get paid for your views once you're actually monetized. Number 9, sometimes you have to spend money to make money. And I'm saying this very carefully as someone who has gone into credit card debt before. You want to upgrade your gear as you go along, but you want to make sure to keep in mind that not everything's going to be free. So some of the best options in those programs are not free. Like with PicMonkey, something I upgraded to, my editing software. I did it little by little. I started off with like Windows Movie Maker on my Windows computer, and then I did iMovie, and then I did Final Cut Pro, because it was an investment that was gonna long-term help me out, if you know what I mean. Same thing with studio lights. You don't have to do studio lights. You can use natural lighting and then eventually start buying studio lights here and there. So it takes a little bit. You do have to invest a little bit of money on your YouTube channel, but I would hold off until you're seeing positive signs of growth, obviously, unless you have a lot of money just lying around anyway, in which case go for it. Okay, next one is really obvious, but I have friends who I've seen don't fill this out. Your tags. So at the very bottom, when you upload a video, you can add tags, add a bunch of them, and be careful what hashtags you're using, what keywords, tags, whatever you want to call it, you're using on YouTube, because you want to be pretty specific. That kind of helps. I mean, there's a whole, if you type in SEO on YouTube, you'll actually get a lot of help on making tags and choosing the right ones for the type of video that you're uploading. You want to stay away from super generic ones. I'm thinking more of Instagram. So let me just jump to that real quick. For Instagram, you want to make sure you're using tags that are specific to your niche. When you're choosing a tag on Instagram, it'll actually tell you how many of that tag already exists. These damn cards are killing me. So you want to make sure you're not using just tags that have millions already. I know logically it would be like, oh, that makes sense. There's a lot of tags there. I should put mine there and then it'll start getting likes. No, because your post is going to get lost amongst all of those tags. Particularly with Instagram, you have to watch out for that. But with YouTube, tags are important. Never leave it blank. Be specific about what you're reviewing or what your topic is. And then also look up SEO on YouTube. And there's going to be a ton of videos that'll really help out in how to fill out your description box and your tags as best as possible to get so that you rank on the search. So when someone's searching for something, your video is going to pop up or it's going to be suggested by YouTube. There's videos that break it down for you, so I'll definitely link them. Just never leave it blank. Whatever you do, don't leave it blank. Don't just put a video being like, hi guys, and that's it. You want to fill out your description box as much as possible. Put a little about me in there. There's also a way to save it as a default so that it automatically uploads onto your description box every time you upload a video. So you can do a little about me section or frequently asked questions section, like whatever. Just fill out that description box a little bit because A, it gives your subscribers more information about you, and B, it'll help your video rank. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you feel. Are you going to start a YouTube channel this year? Let me know how you're doing down below, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.